Hey guys, and welcome to the Family Fudge. I'm Jennifer, and in today's video, I'm getting ready for our very first Disney cruise. And let's just say I might be overpacking just a little bit. But you guys, this isn't just any Disney cruise. This is Halloween on the high seas. Now, if you've been around on this channel for a while, you'll know that our family loves celebrating the holidays Disney style. Whether it's camping at Disney World for Halloween or for Christmas, or just making some fun Disney-inspired lunches, these are all holiday traditions that we look forward to every year. And when it comes to holiday travel, one of my favorite parts is planning, organizing, and yes, the packing. Now, in my last packing video, I was packing for Tokyo Disneyland, and that meant being ready for cooler weather and lots of Disney bounding. But this time, we're heading somewhere a lot more tropical. So of course, I'm packing things like sunscreen and swimsuits, but I also need to pack things for Pirate Night, Frozen Night, Marvel Night, and of course, Halloween itself, because on this cruise, there's trick-or-treating. And then of course, I'm also going to be packing all of the cruise essentials for 6 people, and because it's me, you know I'm also going to be adding plenty of spooky touches. Things like snacks, toiletries. I'm gonna fit in as much Halloween fun as I can. And guys, make sure to stick around until the end. I'm gonna give you a little cabin tour and show you some decorations once we make it on board the Disney Wish. Now before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. So starting off with the gear, we are each bringing 3 different pairs of shoes. First, we're each bringing a comfy pair of walking shoes. There can be a lot of walking on a cruise ship, plus we are planning to walk the 5K on Castaway Cay. We're also bringing our special Disney light up shoes. We wear these every single time we go to Disney and they are so fun. And lastly, we're also each bringing a pair of sandals just for hanging out by the pool or for heading to the beach. We're not gonna need our usual big personal item backpacks. Instead, my daughters and I are each bringing one of our super cute Halloween Loungefly bags, and my husband and my boys, they all have smaller backpacks for their embarkation day items and to use throughout the cruise where needed. Next up, let's talk about one of my favorite things to pack, and that is cute snacks. Since we're leaving right after breakfast and we won't be boarding the ship until after lunch, I definitely wanted to pack some festive snacks for the in-between time. And guys, check out these adorable jack-o'-lantern snackle boxes. I found these at Target and they're gonna hold just the right amount of food for each kid. Inside, I'm packing a pumpkin fig bar, a string cheese with a ghost face, some Halloween pretzels, a little jack-o'-lantern orange. Next, I'm adding just a few carrots. I'm also adding some Halloween fruit snacks. And last but not least, one single Halloween Oreo. Oh yes, and for a drink in the car, I'm gonna give each kid a spooky little Kool-Aid. And then for the cruise itself, they recommend bringing a reusable cup for each person. So here's all of the water bottles that we're going to bring. And to go with our Halloween theme, I also picked up some Disney Halloween stickers. That way the kids can decorate and customize their own water bottle. Check out these Nightmare Before Christmas ones. They are so cute, but personally, these Haunted Mansion ones are definitely my favorite. Now moving on to the activities category. Normally on long flights, like when we flew to London, I'll pack a bunch of different activities for the kids to do. But since this is a Disney cruise, I think they are going to be very busy. I don't think they're going to need any activities at all, so I am not packing any. What I am going to pack, however, are these little pouches. Each person's going to get their own, and in here they can keep their headphones, their chargers, and their cords. That way everything stays organized and nothing gets lost or tangled. All right, let's move on to the clothes. First up, we have some special Halloween jammies. Now, one of my favorite things to do for Christmas and for Halloween is to have matching family pajamas. But this time we decided just to match with the pants, and then everybody has their own Halloween shirt to wear for their jammies. So here we have the boys' shirts and then the girls'. And then to make things extra cozy, I also got each kid their own pair of fuzzy Halloween socks to go with them. Oh yes, and some of these socks are supposed to glow in the dark, but I don't really think that they work. I am only bringing one pair of jammies per person because this cruise ship actually has laundry available on board. So next up, I'm packing clothes for Halloween night. We definitely wanted to go with something that was going to be comfortable and not too hot. So here we have the girls' costume. Now moving on to the boys' Halloween costumes. Of course, we can't forget the ranch. My son Griffin decided to go as a bottle of it. Now personally, I think he's gonna be a little bit hot, but he still wants to do it, so it's okay with me. Disney cruises are pretty well known for their themed dinners, and the Disney Wish, which is a ship that we're going on, has some amazing ones. So one of our nights is going to be a pirate night. So we all got our own version of what we think a pirate outfit should look like. Here we have the boys, and here we have the girls. Cute, but also comfortable. That's important. Then another one of our dinners is going to be in the Frozen restaurant. Now, of course, the girls and I are more excited about this than the boys. We each have our own outfit that we want to wear, and of course we have the matching ears. But then for the very last night, we're going to have dinner at the Marvel themed restaurant. And you guys, because this is going to be our last night, we're definitely taking things more casual, but we're going to make sure to add our Marvel themed ears. Now, to keep all of the clothes organized, every time we travel, we like to use packing cubes, and each person in the family has their own color, so we can easily tell whose is whose. So for this trip, each person is going to have a smaller packing cube for their socks, their undies, their jammies, things like that, and then they'll also have a bigger one for all of their other clothes and their special outfits for the night. Oh yes, and I cannot forget about the wet bags. Each person in the family has their own, and inside I've already packed their swimsuit. Between the pools, the water slide, and the beach, these are definitely going to get used very often. Okay, now moving on to the cruise specific items, starting with toiletries. Since our family is too big to fit into one room, we actually had to book two. There is going to be one room that I'm in with the girls, and then the other room's going to be my husband, and he's going to be in with the boys. And to save a little bit of money, we're letting Disney pick the rooms for us. So they might be next to each other, or they might be all the way down the hall, or on a different floor. Either way, we're going to be ready. But because of this, I am going to pack separate toiletry bags for each room. So as you can tell, I already packed toothbrushes in different colors so we could tell whose is whose. I packed toothpaste for adults and kids. And of course, we've got lots of combs and different hairbrushes to suit everybody's needs. Now for shampoo, Mackenzie and I definitely wanted to bring our own from home since we have highlights and we gotta protect those. But then for the boys, I'm not packing any separate soap or shampoo because they don't really care what they use. They'll just use whatever is provided in their room. Just a fewer less things to worry about. Next, everyone's getting some fall scented deodorant, except for Griffin because he doesn't really need it yet. And of course, I have to pack some fall scented poopery because with lots of people in a small space, sometimes you just need it. Next, I'm throwing in a travel razor for the girls, along with some hairspray. The boys will also get their own hair products. Then in the girls' bag, I'm also adding plenty of scrunchies and hair clips. And of course, we can't forget about all the different types of sunscreen. Everybody has their own favorite type. And finally, Mackenzie and I will also be packing our own little makeup bags. And I plan on bringing an extra set of my candy corn press-on nails just in case. Okay guys, next up I'm packing even more Disney Cruise essentials. Since we already have Magic Band Plus devices, we're just going to bring those. That's what you use to get into your room and to charge things on board. I'm also making sure to bring a few magnetic hooks. Now if you didn't know, with a lot of cruise ships, the walls and the doors are metal. So if you have some magnet hooks like these, they can be perfect for hanging things like hats or bags or even lanyards. And it's an easy way to help keep your room less cluttered. Then another must-have item for us is a small portable fan. Now we actually brought these exact fans on our Alaska cruise, and even though it wasn't hot in our room, it really helped with the airflow. The white noise was nice and it helped our room just feel a lot more fresh. Next, I'll also be packing a few charging plugs just to make sure we have enough outlets to keep everybody's devices charged. And I'm also going to make sure to bring a reusable laundry bag per room. That way we have a place to put all of our dirty socks and undies and things like that. And personally, since I'll be bringing a lot of dresses and skirts, I will be bringing a few extra hangers just in case our room doesn't come with enough for us 3 girls. And finally, I'm also tossing in a few Ziploc bags. These can come in so handy for things like wet clothes, spills, or even leftover snacks, or to keep things organized. And now for a few extras we also don't want to leave home without. First up, we have some Disney pins. Most of my kids absolutely love pin trading in the parks, and since they are going to have pin trading spots on the ship, I definitely want to pack these. I'm also going to bring a couple of snorkels for Castaway Cay. For some of my kids, this will be their first time ever going snorkeling, so we're excited for that. And of course, we're definitely packing all of our cruise documents and our identification, and I'm also making sure to bring plenty of cash for tipping the crew. Now moving on to some medicine and health items. And with these, I'm also going to create 2 separate pouches. That way we have some in the girls' room and some in the boys' room. Now first up, we always travel with a small box of medicine like this. This comes in so handy every single time. Then when we took that cruise to Alaska, several of us got a little bit seasick and everybody used a different remedy. So I'm going to make sure to bring all of them with us just in case. In here, I'm also packing some allergy medicine, some eye drops, and a Tide pen. Technically not medicine, but definitely something we often use while traveling. And just because I forgot to put these in our toiletry bags, I'm going to go ahead and pack some Q-tips in here as well. And then finally, we always like to travel with some hand sanitizer. And you know, for Halloween and for Disney, I had to get the Disney Villains edition. You guys, for the extra fun list, this is even above and beyond what you really need. First up, we have the door decorations. Now, if you haven't heard of it before, door decorating is actually a big deal on Disney cruises. It's kind of similar to how we decorate for Christmas and for Halloween at the Disney campgrounds, which you guys know I love, so I'm all about jumping on this trend. Now, like I said, these doors are metal, so I'll be able to hang up all of these decorations no problem. This is such a super fun and easy way to personalize your door, and it makes it easier to actually find your door as well. Now for our doors, I'm packing a big Mickey and Minnie Ghost set. I'll be putting the Minnie Mouse on the girls' room and the Mickey Mouse on the boys' room. Now these actually come apart, which is going to make them so much easier to pack in our suitcases. And then to go with those, I also found a smaller matching Mickey and Minnie ghost. These are gonna go all around the doors too. I also found these adorable Mickey and Minnie jack-o'-lanterns, and believe it or not, these are actually paper plates. But you guys, since they're lightweight and they pack flat, I think they're gonna be perfect for decorations. Then lastly, I also picked up some ghost and pumpkin banners and about 4 strands of battery operated lights with extra batteries just in case. Now, in addition to the door decorations, another really popular thing that you can take part in on a Disney cruise is called the fish extender. I've got some Halloween decorations to stick on ours, but basically these are just little pouches that you can hang outside your door. Then it's a really fun way that you can exchange little surprises or treats with other cruisers. And to join in on that pixie dusting, I'm also gonna pack these little pouches of Mickey pumpkin magnets and ghost keychains. It's gonna be so much fun to give these out. Okay friends, and now it's time to wrap it all up and tell you exactly how it went. I know a lot of you might be wondering, how were the rooms that Disney picked for us? And honestly, they were great. We totally lucked out. The rooms ended up being right next to each other with adjoining doors, which made things so easy with our big crew. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick tour of our rooms just so you can see how everything's set up. When you first walk in, you have plenty of closet space. And then on the other side, you have one room for the toilet and then another separate room for the tub shower combo with a sink. This is actually such a great feature for families, so everybody can be getting ready at the same time. Next, we have the bed area. This bed was actually really cozy and soft, and I totally loved the little mermaid artwork on the wall. Now, this area does have a TV, but we really didn't watch it that much. Then further into the room, we have the little couch area. This turned into a bed where Mackenzie slept, and then up in the ceiling every evening, our cabin attendant would turn this area into a bunk bed, and that's where Lily would sleep. Now, on the other side, we have a desk area with lots of drawers, lots of storage, plenty of plugs, and there was even a mini fridge. Over in this next section, we have the adjoining doors and a little seating area. And then finally, we have the balcony. We had 2 little chairs, a little table, and an awesome view. And check this out, you guys. This little area right here is what they were calling our obstructed view. It really wasn't bad at all. And now for the door decorations, I'll show you how ours turned out. Plus, I'm gonna show you a couple of other awesome displays that we saw around the ship. People get so creative with these, and just walking around to see them all was one of my favorite parts of the cruise. Now, I am happy to report that the food was pretty good and the themed dinners were so much fun. We even met lots of subscribers along the way, which made the trip extra special. We did end up having just half a day at Castaway Cay, but it was super fun. And the 5K that we did gave us a chance for some amazing views like this. Now, I have to say that Pirate Night ended up being the most fun night of all. We had an appearance by Captain Jack Sparrow himself, and they even had fireworks at sea. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you for subscribing. It really means the world to us, and it makes it possible for us to keep sharing videos just like this. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.